I wanted to make this video to respond to all of the loving, kind comments. This video link to this comment it blew up. You know, it blew up, and I'm normally used to like just a couple hundred views on my videos. I have a very small channel. I gained like 4,000 followers after this, and I don't know why, but I appreciate you guys, your love and your support, and we're okay. It's been, let's see, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 5 months, and I'm trying to keep it together. Thank you. From me, from my husband, from my children. I think I had like 100-something thousand views on the other video. And then I had posted what happened. But I didn't post the whole story because we were still in shock. And to be honest, I was posting from a place of trauma. I had to take it down for legal reasons. And I can't say any more about it right now until everything is settled. I don't know how long it's going to take. But I wanted to personally thank all of you guys. I got a handful of you guys even financially supported us to help us bury our daughter. Thank you. I wish I could personally send you something or do something for you. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. I would like to. We don't like to post pictures of our kids. But I have one picture that I'm gonna share at the end. It was the last picture I took of her. And it's very fitting because her name was Alasia. I will tell you that. Her name was Alasia. And it means undying love. She was beautiful. She was 13. She had the kindest heart. And she had attitude. She had attitude. She get in her mood, but boy, if anybody tried to hurt her siblings or anybody in the family, you know, she was the first one to try to come to their rescue, you know. She loved animals so much. She was so obsessed with cats and dogs, and she went through a period where she was like, I'm gonna buy a wolf. I'm gonna get foxes. I'm gonna have she wanted to have like a animal rescue thing where she would just rescue whatever animal she could. Foxes, cats, dogs. You know, she wanted to buy those big cats, like the ones that cost tens of thousands of dollars, you know, like tigers and leopards and all these things. And she was always looking it up, like, can I, is it legal for me to buy XYZ kind of cat, you know? And, all I have to do is get a permit. And all I have to do is have, like, 5 acres of land. And I'm like, all you gotta do, like, girl, how you gonna pay for this, you know? She's like, oh, I'll figure it out, you know? I'll get a job at the animal shelter. I swear, she loved animals more than she did humans. And sometimes I don't blame her. She would always come to me and be like, guess what? And then she'd tell me some random fact, about a big cat or the animals or whatever it was, We tried to rescue a little, we thought it was a mole in our backyard. It was like this big. It turns out we called the wildlife rescue, It turned out it was an adult that just came up out of the ground because the ground was flooded. We thought it was a newborn mole. She put it in a little container and everything. And she felt bad because she almost killed it because she took it out of its element. We just had to wait for the ground to dry up for the mole to go back in. I remember the last, guess what fact that she gave me? So, maybe I'll put a picture up. You know what loafing is with cats, where they put their paws, they tuck them in front, and they kind of tuck everything in. It's called loafing, apparently. I learned that from her. She said, I wonder if big cats do that. And so she was like, I'll be right back. And I was doing my quiet time. I was doing my Bible reading. Lately, not lately, but before she passed, she was getting up really early in the morning, and then she would spend time with me during my quiet time. She's like, I'll be right back. She goes and does her research. She comes back. She goes, the big cats do. Look. She showed me pictures of the big cats loafing. She was so excited. It was just things like that really brought her joy, there was so much more. But there was a lot of parents that commented on my video. That joined a club that nobody wants to be a part of. Nobody wants to be here in this room, in this club of losing a child. It's a different kind of pain. We're very protective over our children, even if I know they're somewhere else, I know where they're at, you know what I mean? There's that connection, I know where my children are at, even if they're at school or whatever, It's hard to explain that it's like that connection with her. It was like a rip, like a paper being torn, Physically, it was ripped. But in the spirit, I know she's better off than we are. She's with the Most High. We had a lot of encounters after she passed that really shocked all of us because we don't believe in, ghosts and stuff like that. But I had never had so many encounters with butterflies until after she passed. And there was one time where a butterfly spent the whole day with us. It was injured and it landed. I'm gonna have to do a video. The butterfly was with us the whole day. And then there was another butterfly that came into our sunroom where our dogs were sleeping. She loved her dogs. That was the last thing she was talking about with her dogs before she passed. And there was a butterfly that I'd never seen before, and then the pattern, it would open up. It rested on the ceiling and it opened up. It looked like tiger pattern. I'm like, that's totally her. And I almost took it outside because sometimes they get trapped in the room, but something told me just let it stay there overnight to see if it was still there. Then it stayed there overnight with the dogs, and I let it out the next day. Oh, there was a lot of encounters with creation. But thank you. I will be posting more. I feel a call from the Most High to continue on with what He's called me to do, and it's the love of the Scriptures and testing everything with the Scriptures. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shalom.